that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Headed outside. It's Marshall. Breaks the tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Play action with Underwood. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
He's brought down at the 34. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe a crease. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. It'll be a draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Underwood. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Here's Underwood. Got his man in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
To the air. It's Underwood. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. back to pass. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On the run, it's Gauze. There's a crease. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He's got it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unleashes one. Working that left side. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And defensively, it's so hard when you've got a running back who can get out of the backfield and make plays. And they run him on the wheel route, so I got to ask somebody to stick him, to be good in man coverage. He loses. The running back does a great job setting up the route, running it, and this offense designed it perfectly on third down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On the run, it's Gauze. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Run in the red zone. It's Gauze. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Here's a little room there. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Quick strike through the air for the score. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
First down for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
On the screen. Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
try for a second time in this one. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Again, it's Underwood. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Running inside. It's Goss. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Off the RPO, complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Underwood, fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go right back to it. Finding some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulls it in. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Got enough space. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He's got it down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Zips it out to his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. open this third quarter with a run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Rams him with the stiff arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Gets it to him on the screen. Shakes off the defender. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On the option, he'll toss it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Here comes the heat. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Marshall. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Here's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Creates a little space, and the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets into the 25.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
He'll pull it down. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Pick your poison, right? When he gets outside the pocket, man, what do? Do I play the pass and stay back deep? Or do I come up and try to make a tackle? I'm not going to give up a big play and give up an easy pass, so it's just easy pickings for this quarterback because of his athleticism.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Scott. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Complete to the right. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Underwood on the play action. Under fire. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for the edge, it's Marshall. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Fourth down, Underwood. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On the run, it's Gauze. Might have a chance. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They feed him again. Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Going with the counter play here. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He's going to he's got some space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback keeper. He's loose down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. They move on top here in the fourth.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. There's some room. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The
job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Underwood. Here's a heap. Got rid of it just in time.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
The crowd gets behind this defense. Gives it to the back on the draw. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Man, you feel for the kicker. He had a chance to tie this game in the 4th quarter. Didn't hit it as well as he would have liked, and he knocks it off the post.
Running into the open space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.